reality of it is, if y'all ladies don't get on code, then oh well, y'all don't get on code because our prime awaits us, and we really don't give a flying. What up, it's Hugh Flynt, Playboy the Hustler, and today I'm gonna be giving y'all a review on a video I caught on Instagram. Now, this video, this girl was dropping some jewels, and it was really refreshing to not only hear a woman understand this type of stuff, but to hear her actually push the information for the generations after us to actually, take it in and absorb. So I'm gonna let this joint rock. I may stop a few times, but I'm gonna try to just let this joint rock so y'all can actually just, let it digest it and let it settle. All right. So let's bring her in.
When I graduated high school, it was the same thing. Numerous amounts of girls waddling across the stage. A lot of them had already given birth to children. But the unfortunate part was, I don't believe that the older women who, I think they accepted it, but nobody ever thought about the future. What kind of life were these women gonna have? Because they were always told that they could find husbands, that God would send them somebody, and I truly believe that they believe that. But I think this is what happens when we have a community that's led by women. Ooh. Everybody's leading with their emotions because we don't want to hurt someone's feelings by telling them the truth. That having a child is it's not really the proper way to go.
Okay, now I just want to say that I get not having a child is not always the proper way to go. There's some truth to that. And she talks about the high school girls walking across stage, and I understand how that's frowned upon, but in my personal opinion, I think it's about not being married, because I believe that you should have children young. Women should have children young. Their bodies bounce right back. That's when they're the most fertile, and they have healthier pregnancies and healthier babies. And so I think it's more about, and I think she touches on this later on in the joint, but I think it's more about having babies out of wedlock, and being unmarried and having multiple babies, and you're young and you think when you get older you'll find somebody to take care of you and these kids by some other man, which may have been the case for a short period of time, but now men are understanding it more, and it's just not happening no more.
But we keep using the exception to the rule. Yeah, you may have one or two who beat the odds. They found, a nice guy, they got married, but it didn't happen. It wasn't a common thing. But like I said, women they were led by their emotions because they didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Oh, we just want to love them where they are. We don't want to hate the child because the child is a blessing, blah, blah, blah. Well, fast forward to now, you have this generation of women who can't find husbands. That was pretty much a time when they just started to accept the norm of this whole out of wedlock pregnancy and births.
Exactly.
But women they were set up for failure. They were given this idea, this fantasy that they could have these kids, and there would always be someone available when they were ready to settle down at possibly 30, 35 years old. There was just
it was this fantasy, like she said. You know, they were being fed the fairy tale. You know, the fairy tale. Don't worry. Live your life and somebody, a Prince Charming, will come and rescue you and you're young. Somebody will come rescue you and you're young later on in your life. And it just didn't work out the way they planned. Or the way they thought.
This thing of, I can, live in my 20s, and after 30, then it's time to settle down. And even the older generation, I remember them telling a lot of young girls, oh, go live your life. Don't give a man the best years of your life. Just go live, and then when you get 30, then find a husband and settle down.
Dumb shit.
But now these ladies are finding out that it's not that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they have to compete with younger women.
Uh-huh.
And also, I realized that, and it's something that slipped my mind, a lot of these older women from that generation, they didn't marry. They married their high school sweethearts. I know in the 80s, people were marrying their college sweethearts. So this whole idea of, younger women getting with older men, it's foreign to a lot of these older women. And they sabotage the younger generation. I know when I was in my 20s, I always attracted older men, but I was led to believe by older women that was wrong. Like, oh, what is he doing? And he's trying to steal your youth, and he's trying to control you. I never thought of it that way. Because guys my age weren't really interested in trying to establish a relationship. But that generation of...
Exactly. So, it's one thing to, not be okay with the age gap, because, our nanas, like she said, they was marrying their high school sweetheart. So it was foreign to them. So they weren't thinking, okay, our daughters, our granddaughters, they're gonna have to compete with these younger women so they can live in their 20s. No, they can't. Because you didn't think it through. Maybe if it were in the same times, but no, that's not rocking now. It's not rocking, B.
Women has ruined the younger ones with their issues and their baggage and their bitterness and their insecurities by telling women, well, because they got married at 18, 19, 20 years old and they ended up with a man that they were unhappy with. Now they want to tell the younger generation no, don't get married young, because those are your best years. Go out and establish your career and live. Don't give a man the best years of your life, because in their mind, that's what they did, and it was a waste.
Ooh.
So this is why you have these women out here trying to find men, because of the generational sabotage.
Boom.
The misinformation, the misleading of really everything. Yeah, women are going to have to start acknowledging that the older generation, they failed.
They got it wrong.
And they gave them information that was not good. Yeah, that's a nice way of saying it. I was going to say something else, but
yeah, I mean, the bottom line is the advice they gave them was outdated. It was going to be outdated very soon. And the same thing right now. Women are still out here being promiscuous, but men are realizing why. Why? If I'm 35, why should I be with a 35-year-old with some kids by some other man? Especially when my value is increasing and I'm reaching my financial prime. My prime awaits me. So if you're a man in your 30s, your prime is coming up. So why would you settle down and take care of somebody else's kids? Take care of some woman with baggage, especially when you're at the point where you're going to be attracting younger women, if not already attracting younger women. And so The advice was outdated, obsolete. All that whole enjoy your prime. No, you gotta cash in your chips while they're hot. Cash in your chips. When women are 25, they need to be cashing in their chips and trying to bag something that's 30, 40. Because that man is going into his prime. And men that are 40 are looking to settle down. Women that are 25 trying to settle down with a man that's 25, good luck. You might get one, but good luck. You know what I mean? Because we're all teaching the men of the next generation not to do it. I didn't know that my prime awaits me. I'm just finding that out. And it feels good to know that my prime awaits me. And women, they may not even realize what they should be doing in their prime. Because, like she said, bitter women are telling them that they need to enjoy their prime. Yeah, you should definitely enjoy your prime, but cash in your chips while they're still hot. Don't wait till you're 30, 40, and then you wonder why all the 40-year-old men are dating women that are 25, 30. That don't make no sense. And then send shaming tactics towards them. All of that is obsolete. We on point now. We on code, ladies. So listen to what she said. And fellas, y'all already know what it is. Our prime is in our future. All we gotta do is do what we gotta do, and everything gonna be laid out for us like the red carpet. You heard me? So, shout out to that girl in that video. I really appreciate what she's pushing to the young girls. And I wish more women would do the same thing, because when it comes from a man, it sounds like, you know, like we're trying to manipulate the situation. But the reality of it is, if y'all ladies don't get on code, then oh well, y'all don't get on code, because our prime awaits us. And we really don't give a flying about what y'all really think or what's going on. We going to the top, you heard me? So, bang that like button, bang that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so y'all can rock with me every time I drop a new video. You heard me?